What's going on, guys? NealGuides here. Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we got a full Brazilian squad. I wanted to go over this squad because I know many of you guys have done the SPC for Fabinho and Firmino, the SPCs that were out. They're very good cards, so these cards will slot into the team. But if you don't have the Firmino and Fabinho SPC, you can still use the two players that I'm going to recommend. This would be the best team that I've used, Brazilian squad players that I've used a lot, so I know this will work. You want to have fun, this would be an attacking squad as well, and let's be honest, at this stage of the game, no one wants to play slow, everyone wants to have fun, play attacking football, and obviously the best way to start is with obviously a Brazilian squad as well. Now, if you're Fabinho and Firmino, they can fit in very well here. If you don't, you can get away with this Firmino. It's another very good card, it's the Halloween Firmino. Buy him with a shadow. A very good card. Now, you can play this team in the 4-4-2 or 4-2-3-1, any formation. We've gone with this Firmino because he can actually defend as well. With a shadow, he's actually a very good card. No one really slide tackles in midfield, but with the defense stats of stand tackling and the defensive awareness going up with shadow and a sprint speed going up, he is a very good card for only 70k. It's an absolute bargain. In the beginning of the game, he was OP and still is pretty much OP now. Next to him, you could get players like Gabriel, as I mentioned, cheaper options, or Fabinho if you've got the SPC. But we've gone with Oscar just for the simple fact that he's got very good stats, good defensive awareness. We have him on. We're going to have this person on join the attack. Good defensive awareness. When he does lose the ball, he can track back, and obviously he has good defensive positioning. And he's got the stamina as well, and also the agility balance as well is very important. If you want to play in bad gameplay, agility balance is key. That's why your players feel like they're in mud, because the higher the agility balance they have, the more agile and mobile they'll feel. The lower they have, the more likely they are to feel like they're in mud and the game to react slower. You do need to put a hunter on him though, just to get that pace up. But again, two centre mids that were going to be the heart of the team, two very attacking centre mids, but also very versatile. Now moving over to the rest of the team. Now let's be honest. In striker, there's two players we can go for. We can go for Teixeira or we can go for Teixeira. I have gone with Teixeira, however, just for the simple fact he's got a 5-star weak foot, and I think with a 4-star, 5-star high medium, I think he plays exceptionally well in that striker role. If you're going to play a 4-4-2, we're going to have another striker with a 5-star weak foot as well, but this would be one of the strikers. I'd recommend putting a sniper on him. If you are going to use him on a wing or a cam, I'd recommend engine, but if you do play him in striker, I would definitely recommend a sniper to get that composure up, and also to get the max out the finishing as well. So that's what I'd recommend on that perspective. Now going over the cam or the second striker, we're going to go with the one and only Neymar. Now Neymar is probably one of the best cards in the game. I bought his team of season very recently. He's such an amazing card. But the gold Neymar is still a very good card. Costs 130k only. Very cheap at this stage of FIFA. I think, in my honest opinion, he's the best gold card in the game. He's probably better than most of the team in the season cards as well. Funnily enough, listen, if you got any team right now and you haven't got Neymar on your team, you're doing it wrong. He's legit one of the best players in the game. 5-star. So again, if you're playing in a 4-4-2, you can play these both in striker, both 5-star weak foot, because you want to have fun with this team. But let's be honest, there's no point in having fun if you're not winning the game. So at least this way, outside of goal, you're going to be clinical. That's what's the most important thing. Two very good players. I'd recommend putting Teixeira in striker and Neymar and cam, however. Now going over to the other winger, we're going to actually be putting a striker that can actually play in wing, and that is Teixeira. Teixeira is a really, that's the wrong one. Teixeira the I. Alex Teixeira, another very good card as well. A very underrated card that I used when the game came out actually. He was another very good card. Even last year was good. Naturally got that agility balance again. He is 4-star, so that's why I opted to put him on the wing. So although he can play strike as well, I think Teixeira kind of vetoes that position, because I'll be honest, Teixeira's got the 5-star weak foot and naturally he should go in front of him. But high medium again, got that stamina as well to play on the wing, and he's got that strength so you can body people off down the wing. Good agility balance, good ball control, good short passing, everything you need. I'd recommend a sniper on him, a sniper on engine. I'd recommend an engine though, just to get that balance and get the balance up, get the sprint speed up as well, get the passing up. But that's what I'd recommend as a lamb. Or left mid. Now going over to the opposite side now, let's be honest, there isn't that much choices for the right wing that are very feasible. There is many Brazilian right wingers to keep. I know you guys want me to keep chemistry in shape. There isn't that many good players that are cheap. The players like Garincha, if you've got them, and there's also the most important player, which is Lucas. Now, in my opinion, I have gone in the end with Hulk. If you do have the Lucas card, if you're on a budget and you can't afford it, I would probably put this Lucas card over Hulk. I've used this Lucas card for a very, very long time. He's left-footed as well, so it tricks your opponents. Got the good agility and balance as well. A very, very good card, but we've gone with Hulk. I know his balance is not the best. I'll be honest, it is bad, but on the wing, it's not that of a big issue as it is up front. If you want to have fun, this is a very good card, especially for those long shots. So if you're the kind of guy that likes to shoot from outside the box, like to shoot inside the box, use its finesse shots, another very, very good card. Does have the finesse shot trait as well. If you want this guy to cut in from the right hand side, go on his left with the finesse shot, he's an exceptionally good player. I'd recommend putting a sniper on him just to get the finishing up and to get that composure up. He's already got the shot power and the long shot, so definitely put a sniper on him. If you're going to play him just purely as a winger, just to run down the wing, I would recommend Engine, but him or Lucas, either of them is fine. And I go over the defense. If you're going to play my 4-2-2, Mariano is the best card. There is Emerson as well, but Mariano, let's be honest, is the better card. He's got the agility and balance as well. Another very, very good card as well to use. I use him as well on my other team to give the link to Visca, my cheap team that you've probably seen before. Good agility and balance, high medium as well. 3-star, not the best, but it is pretty good going forward. Got that stamina as well, so you won't get tired as well. Good short passing, good shot power, and good long shot. So if you're the kind of person that likes to shoot outside the box, even with other players, but this guy enjoying the attack would be a very feasible option. Recommend going with an anchor on him in all honesty, just to get the acceleration and sprint speed up as well. And obviously to max out the stand tackling and defensive awareness, definitely would recommend him. Now, in terms of the back, this is where it kind of goes debatable. Now, left back we've gone with Tellez. There is other players like Sandro if you do have him, but he's a bit out of a budget for this game. And this video, but we've gone with this Tellez, the 89, the headliner. Still a very good card, 50k only as well, very, very cheap. I recommend putting a shadow on him, or maybe even an anchor. It's up to you. I'd recommend a shadow for the simple reason you want to get the sprint speed to 99 in my opinion. I think it's somewhat important, but if you don't want to, you can put an anchor on him and it's perfectly fine. Now, in my opinion, I'd recommend putting Marquinhos and I recommend Milltown. Now, in case you're wondering what Milltown I'm talking about the actual one, which there's a road to the final one. I think it's this one, 86, another very good card. But because of budget constraints, we have to lower it. So if you can afford Team Season Marquinhos and Milltown, put them here. If you can't, the two options I've gone with is Lodi. Now, Lodi is a very good card. Now, I know he's a left back, but this card is actually very good to use. So if you get this guy on 7 chemistry, just swap Tellez and Lodi in game. So, you know, Tellez will have full chemistry, especially with Anchor, and he can play centre back and Lodi can play as a left back. This would be a very feasible option. Now for the other centre back, there is, I'll be honest, we kind of got a wide range of players to use. There's actually a lot of players you can use. It's up to you really what you want to use. I would rather go with someone like Luis Felipe, I think that's how you say his name. If you do have someone like Diego Carlos or David Luiz in your team, you can use that. But if you don't and you just need a player to buy, I wouldn't recommend Mike or anyone else. I'd recommend Luis Felipe. Now, he's not the best, I won't lie. He hasn't got the best balance. But I think for a centre back, he can get the job done. He's got the 6'2" height, medium high work rate. He's a very good player. Now, going for goalkeeper, there's only one guy, and it's Alisson. If you can't afford Team in the Season 1, get him. If you can't, just get the normal regular gold Alisson. There's only realistically 2 goalkeepers, Edison and Alisson. Alisson for me just a bit better in my opinion. I just feel like in the game, it's up to you in personal preference, whichever one you want. I've gone with Alisson, and this would be the team. Now you're probably wondering, how do I play it in game? Well, I'll quickly show you that right now. So this would be the team. As you can see, everyone will get full chemistry. Now if you're going to play a 4-2-3-1, this is how I'd recommend playing this team. So in a 4-2-3-1, what you do is you put Neymar Camps as senior strikers. So you've got 5-star weak foot, 5-star weak foot, and you put Teixeira, right foot can cut inside, and Hulk on the right hand side, he's got that left foot, can do his finesse shots. Firmino stay back while attacking, Oscar on join the attack or leave him on balance. If you want to be even more attacking and you're feeling a bit saucy in your game, you can put this guy on balance, then you can put him on get forward. That would be a good attacking combination as well. In game, we'll put Lodi in left back, who'll be fine on 7 chemistry, it's not the end of the world. And then we'll put Tellez in centre back, and we'll put Philippe as well in centre back. That's how you'll play in game. Don't forget as well, if you put loyalty and you get, for example, someone like Tuca Ferretti as a manager, you end up putting your Lodi on 7 chemistry, so it's not the end of the world. Then going over to a 4-4-2, I think this is actually quite debatable. I put Cecina and Neymar there, both 5-star weak foots. Put Hulk there and Teixeira on the wing. The exact same lineup, a very, very good team. If you do play my 4-2-2 formation, I would have Oscar on here in this position over here because you'll be going forward, and Mariano will be going forward on this side as well. So you play my 4-2-2, it will be the exact same lineup, but this way you got 2 5-star weak foots up front. And if you are going to play the 4-1-2-1-2 second variation or the likes of that, I recommend Neymar in cam, Teixeira and Cecina up front. Hulk can actually play the centre mid role very well, and Firmino and CDM, and the exact same lineup again. That's my million coin team. It's just under a million. Well, it went up just now and it went up again, presuming because of an SPC or whatever, but it's just a million coins. If you do have the money, as I recommend, go for Eder Milltown, this one over here, and then go with Marquinhos only if you have the money, and that's the way I play in game. And if you can afford, get Allison up as well. But that's my million coin team. Hope you enjoyed this video. That's how I'd play it in game. In all honesty, if you use this with a 4-2-2, and this is more than good enough to get elite. In fact, I use Cecina and Gold Neymar on my main team. So I know these guys are very, very good. And this is all honestly enough for you to get elite if you are a good player. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. If you have any suggestions, just let me know in the comment section down below. Peace out, boys, and have a good weekend.